Hey guys, Artosis here with the CasterMuse Narak Star League Season 4. This is the round of 4. It is a best of 7 between Yabzab and Stork, the legend himself. It's game number 1, and I am so stoked about this series. First off, obviously, having Stork in the top 4 of any tournament is epic as hell. He had kind of a hard time, didn't make it into ASL in this last season, but he is looking very good, I think, still. Even though he didn't make it in, I think he's still of that quality. Like, he just barely lost to kind of an aggressive Terran player there. And he's been showing great games. I've loved to watch his Protoss versus Zergs, especially. I feel like out of everyone that's kind of taking the lessons Mini has shown us in the matchup, Stork is almost doing it the best. So that's going to be really exciting to see the greedy moves that he ends up pulling off. And then, of course, Yabzab. I know a lot of you guys out there that watch these videos have been very excited watching this player. He's just had insane macro, insane micro, his multitasking, his strategies. He really does look to be the next big up-and-coming Zerg like Soma has been more recently. So, yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, like, who do you think is actually going to end up taking this series, this best of 7? Yabzab, who's been on fire, or the old gun Stork, the biggest name in the tournament, obviously. All right, so Polypoid, our first map. Stork going for the Gateway expansion. Oh, I'm excited, man. Woo! The Gateway expand against, looks like just a pool before hatchery here from Yabzab. So pretty standard plays overall. It's not like a very quick pool or anything. So definitely Stork going to be completely fine defending against that. This probe, in fact, going to come down before any Zerglings actually get out. Right, Instamorphs 1. And we'll see how many Zerglings he actually ends up making. All right, first Zealot on the way. Probe going to be making its way down. And we can see it's just 2 Lings and then drones. So a pretty safe opener overall from Yabzab to have that pool first, but not cutting into his economy very much. Really instead focusing on getting those drones back up. Stork is sending the first Zealot across, which obviously against 2 Zerglings is going to be a great choice. Some more Zerglings being made, 4 more on the way. 6, of course, can dominate a single Zealot. These 2 going across. Yeah, looks like he wants to see if he can maybe get into that main base and cause some damage. Stork keeping that probe alive. Looks like the Zealot going to check for the 3rd base, which is, in fact, there. Very likely he'll harass this and then retreat underneath this mineral patch. That's a great place to stand your Zealot. You can also stand in there. So starts to put that damage out a little bit. Of course, the 2 Zerglings do run by, only taking a single or a couple probe hits there, maybe. Oh, they get on top of the probes. What? He loses 2 probes to those 2 Lings? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and now he has all these stacked up. Oh, wow. I'm surprised Yabzab was able to get that much damage with 2 Lings. You have to feel like a god after that. Stork ends up killing the Lings, but yeah, 2 probes is pretty rough. In the meantime, we do have this Zealot down here. 1 kill so far. You can see this single file area is so tough for Zerglings to deal with a Zealot in. And good micro as well, but ends up killing all 4. Beautifully done by Stork. Just going to run out now. We'll see if this guy can find a new hiding place and stay alive. A couple more Zealots going across the map. And you know what? Stork lost a couple probes, but he's now killed a ton of Lings. Lings look like they're going to go on a counter. But oh my god, actually, it's nothing but Lings. He's pulled the trigger. We have Zergling speed on the way, and only Zerglings in production right now. With all these Zealots coming down, he's going to have to utilize some for defense. But is Stork going to be safe against a counterattack? Here come 4 Lings as another Zealot just walks its way out. He might target this pylon down, honestly. That could be a good move. No, goes after probes immediately. In the meantime, down here, we do have some scuffling going down. A lot of Zergling blood. A couple Zealots being picked off. This 1 Zealot gonna go up to the 3rd base area. Oh, the Ling's getting a fair amount of kills here. A lot of kills here, in fact. Oh my god, but don't forget, there's not a lot of drones on the other side as well. Definitely do like Yabzab's position a little bit more, though. Zergling speed going to be finishing up. Yeah, there it is, all finished. Surrounds this last Zealot that's on the map and does kill it off. Now let's take a look at the position. 17 drones for Yabzab. He's got his 3 bases. Lair is going to be finishing up relatively soon. And then over on Stork's side, only 17 workers against 20 from Yabzab. So, yeah, that's painful. He's getting +1 on the Zealots, which, I mean, okay, yeah, do that. But doesn't he have to get into a Stargate now? He doesn't know if mutas are going to be on the way. And this kind of locks him into a certain type of game from here for a little bit. Like, the Stargate, yeah, it started about the same time as the Spire. Yabzab sees this, and now he knows just how greedy he can be. There's 1 gate Zealot production. He has Speedlings. He can continually recheck it. So, yeah, I gotta say, I favor Yabzab right now in this game number 1, at least. Okay, so second gas is going up for Stork. Yeah, kind of railroaded into this position. Additional hatchery. I think from Yabzab's point of view, what you're going to want to do is make a few Scourge, but really just go into a heavier macro game, because any real dedicated ground pressure from Stork is a long ways off. We don't even have a Citadel started yet, so he's not going to get legs for a very long time. I mean, he's coming out, and, like, this is a form of pressure, yes, but it's not that scary. You can easily field enough Lings to knock this out before +1 is done. So as the Zealots come down, he's just kind of keeping tabs on them with the Zerglings. You want to see if he's turning around, if he's just going all the way, because if they commit completely, you get the kills on the Zealots. They're not going to make it home. All right, Muta's on the way right now. The Citadel is being made. The first Corsair just taking out an Overlord. You will get that 1 Overlord kill. Carapace coming up for Yabzab. You know what? Looks like Yabzab going to be going for a Ling Bane, a Ling Muta Scourge build here. Okay, the Zealots force a cancel on that Atria. That's kind of nice. The first Muta out, going after these Zealots, and like obviously the Zealots can beat all the ground forces here, even with a Muta attacking them. Stork actually being a little bit slow on moving forward, to be honest. Now everything comes here and starts to fight. That's a great drill right there. Oh my god, doing fantastically, screwing up that Zealot AI. And now all of them will be picked off. Hasn't really done that much damage to the economy of Yabzab here, unfortunately. But he gets a lot of intel. He sees the mutas that have been made. He sees that there's not any Hydras or anything like that. And in fact, pushes into the main base with this Zealot. Won't get any kills there either, but some intel. Hydralisk Den started after the Zealot gets out of vision, so definitely looks like he wants to go into a Hydralisk transition at some point. Looking at Stork space, he does have the second gateway in the natural that a lot of top players do like. Getting some defensive photon cannons up, of course, against these incoming Mutalisks. Still making some of the Corsairs. Okay, he hasn't lost the Corsairs, so that's really good. He has 4. He needs at least the 5th. +1 air attack is going to be finishing relatively soon. +1 armor coming up for Stork. And he does have the Templar Archives. Now let's see. Does he go quickly into Storm? He's going to get a Dark Templar to start. Okay. I like a Dark Templar here. I mean, if you have a good Corsair count, you can definitely bully the Overlords around and maybe slip the DT in somewhere like this third base. That can be huge. Still a good amount of Scourge being made here with just the 3 mutas. Okay, a few more mutas being made as well. Overlord speed as well as Hydralisk speed coming up. All right, the 5 Corsairs flying across the map. Here comes that DT as well. So his idea is most certainly to push the DT into an area like this. But as he sees those mutas go across the map, does he have to turn around? Looks like he thinks the answer is no. The 6 Corsair coming down. Now, I think the idea is going to be to kill these 2 Overlords and get the DT in ASAP, but the amount of Scourge that are here, he might end up losing Corsairs, which can be very bad. Here we go. Gets in on the space. Going after the Overlords. He gets them immediately, so in comes the DT. Now, here come those Scourge. This is really important. We got to watch the DT, and we got to watch the Corsairs. Oh my god, he's getting a lot of kills there. Look at that, 7 kills already on that DT. Turns around to fight the Scourge and loses 3 of the 6, taking hull damage on another one as well. But a lot of the Corsairs are going to get out as well. Where'd our DT friend go? Did he get picked off? No, he's actually made it out. 10 kills. I think 5 of those were drones, and then the other ones were probably Zerglings. But he did good damage with this. This was an important DT. Well, did I speak too soon? Was an important DT. Did I curse this DT to death? Looks like it will wiggle its way out of there. High Templars being added in now. A lot of gates being added as well. Only 4 Corsairs remain. Getting that goon range. Okay, so it looks like he's going to go into a standard continuation here. A good amount of mutas. Oh, the Zealot's going to be in some trouble. He is chasing them down, but they do split off a little bit. These 4 going towards this mineral base. Not sure how much he's going to get done. Like, I guess you get to pick off some Hydras. You get intel that this is most certainly a Hydralisk switch. I guess from here you have to figure out, like, are we going to go into Robo? And yeah, it looks like Stork has decided that. He throws down the Robo, realizing lurkers are a real threat coming up, and is making his 3rd base here, on that mineral base. So, cannon's going to be started. Corsairs coming out, bringing back the Zealots that were out on the map as well. Still, the Mutas and Scourge roaming around a bit. Trying to fight them off with the Corsairs, but as the Scourge come, walks back. Ooh, tries to get him with the Storm. The Storm actually doesn't do that well, but without Scourge there, he does turn around for now. Oh my god, this is a lot of Mutas coming up now. The Mutas getting on top of these Corsairs. Really bad news right now for Stork. Only 1 Corsair remains. The 11 Mutas can do a lot of damage, but we do have some High Templars out here with Storm, so they can come up and help a little bit. Look at this. The Muta's going after these cannons. They're going to force Storms and Dragoons to come out to help defend. All right, here comes the High Templar. All the probes having to be pulled. Yabzab really feeling to be in control of this game. Storm goes down, but honestly doesn't do that much damage. The Dragoons coming up, but these Mutas can actually beat 4 or 5 Dragoons. Turns around, though. Goes towards his 3rd base where the probes have been transferred. Gets on top of this Corsair. Picks it off. Look at this. Oh, picks off another High Templar as well. Another one goes down. The Storm does decent damage. So the Mutas have taken some real bruising. Now here come the Hydras. Do we have any Storms left? I don't think we do, but there are a lot of Dragoons here. Dragoons coming forward. Are they going to be enough to push us back? Yes, the answer definitely a resounding yes. Stork macroing reasonably well, considering the damage he's taken. But look, a lot of lost mining time, a lot of lost High Templars. And if you look at the supply of Yabzab, the macro of Yabzab right now, he is looking untouchable. He's going up to 8 hatches. He's got a ton of Hydras on the map. Look at the supply differential. He's up 11 workers and 28 overall supply. This is a dominating position for our Zerg player. Adding in lurkers now as well. We have the Robo, but did we even spend any gas on observers? It seems like he's trying to skip observers for as long as possible, adding some additional cannons. I mean, honestly, if you filled every square with cannons here, that might hold on against this. But otherwise, I think Stork is in a terrible spot. It's hard to imagine him holding on. Now, I like that he left these goons in here. Gonna remake a couple of the cannons. Oh, an excellent Storm goes down and actually saves the High Templar. Okay, so no more Mutas, but here we go. A big attack from Yabzab coming up. Burrowing those lurkers. The Zealots coming forward, taking a ton of damage. That is a great Storm from Stork, but the Hydralisk count is overwhelming here. He's down 1 upgrade, but up so many units. These Dragoons not going to stand for very long. Another High Templar comes up, almost has a Storm ready, but is he going to take too much damage on his army before it hits? Storm goes down, kills off a few of these Hydras. The 3rd base, that's it. GG, and Stork loses game 1 to Yabzab.